Hey, what's happening, Roland? Hey, what you got? What you got, son? Hey,
Got
you
a
got a
nice,
good one.
a nice largemouth, Mr.
Yeah,
Martin.
yeah, it's a nice little 5 pounder. And so we're here at Three Forks. We're in the airboat today. Today's Friday. It's actually the third week. No, it's the last week of June. It's almost July. I think it's just about July. It's a decent bass. Well, now tell me, you guys are actually charter captains from the Charlotte Cape Charlotte, Port Charlotte. Let's see,
I'm out of
Char-
Jensen's Marina out of Captiva Island, Florida.
Captiva Island, Florida.
Yep.
Okay, and what kind of charter service is it?
It's a full service charter, inshore, near shore, Goliath grouper.
Goliath, you do a lot with Goliath Cooper.
I do,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
sir. I
yeah,
do. I enjoy it.
yeah. Now, how can they get a hold of you?
Visit www.fishcaptiva.com. That's me.
Okay, okay.
Captiva Fishing Charters.
Hey, Steve, what you doing, son?
How you doing?
Well, now you do the charter work as well, right?
No, I don't.
You don't? Okay,
I just live on Pine Island and do a lot of recreational fishing myself.
okay. Hey, listen, I'll tell you what. If you'd hold this camera, Steve, just hold it like right there, and just can you see it? Is it still on?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What I want to do, I was going to talk about what's happening this week. What it is summer just started and it's really hot right now. I'm kind of surprised we haven't caught more fish. We only caught about 10 today, and they were small. I did have one big one flipping, and I was flipping these hyacinths, and I had one 6 or 8 pounds probably bite, and we had a couple more bite. We've lost 5 or 6. But you got another one?
I missed him.
You got another one. Anyway, I think what happened?
I missed him.
Worm?
I just missed him.
So anyway, what's happening with the water right now is that there's a lot of rain. Now today there's no rain. There hadn't been any rain, but there's water movement. Even here we are in Three Forks. There's actually current coming through here because they're pumping water out of Garcia. Now down on the lower end of Garcia, where it comes into the stick marsh, for all week long, we've been slaughtering them. We've been going in with worms like this, with topwater, with shiners. We're catching 30, 40, 50 bass a day. We should have gone there today, but I just thought that this would be a better deal. The thing about the stick marsh area, we caught them up to 7 pounds yesterday, for example. But today, even though we haven't caught a 7 pounder, this is traditionally, this Three Forks area has some of the biggest bass in the state of Florida. I'm talking about 10, 11, and 12 pound bass, 13 and 14 pound bass right here. Now, they're not biting good today. We haven't hooked one. I'm not even sure that we're going to get one, but there are a history of monster bass here. And the reason is, how many boats do you see? We're in a 10,000 acre reservoir. The only boat, I think we're the only boat out here.
I haven't seen another.
So 10,000 acres, it's got to be some kind of a big deal. Some big fish are growing. Now, what we're doing on today's fishing, let me just show you a little bit about the technique that has been paying off. One of the things we're doing today is we're taking a craw worm, and we're taking a 1 ounce weight, and it's pegged, and that's got a bobber stop on there. There's a big 5/0 Gamakatsu hook. Basically, on at least some of the bass we caught before, and had one big one to bite. We're pitching in this grass, like right there. If you let it to the bottom, jig it a couple times, and then we can go on with it. The other deal is go a little farther up. Now, with this boat, it's kind of cool because I'm going to just ease forward just a little bit, and watch this. I'm going to hit my spot lock. I'm going to get away from there. Now, the trolling boat is going to start and run forward, and slightly forward. Now, we maybe get another fish. Going right ahead. Take my worm, drop it in those kind of places just like that. Jig it just a couple times. And that's been really, really a golden deal. Now, what we have up front is you're throwing a swimming worm, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, and you might explain that just on no weight at all, right? There's just
Just finesse, just a little finesse.
Just a finesse deal. And how are you working that?
Just a slow drag, little twitch, slow retrieve.
Now, you've caught a half a dozen fish, I think, or at least had that many bites.
Right about it.
we haven't really caught a big fish yet, except that last one wasn't bad.
Yeah, 5
We've
pounds
had
or
some
so.
other big ones to bite. We just didn't get them. But this is the kind of place you get a monster bass. You notice there's just thousands of acres here, and we're the only boat. That means something. That means something. Now, you're making what kind of complement of line do you have? You got a really light tackle, right?
This is 10-pound braid on this new Daiwa Exist.
Now you do a lot of red fishing over there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. More towards October. We're still in our summer snook pattern right now.
Okay. Now that's the tackle you use for snook?
Just a little light for everything we do. We got this just to come out here with you.
Huh? How many minutes do we have?
5:53.
5:53. Well, I thought we were going to catch a fish, but
Stop it.
no, I'm going to keep going. I'm just going to try. I'm trying to get one going on this flipping deal. This point is probably the best. All these points are good. And so I'm going right up ahead. I like to pitch about 3 foot back in there. That's kind of the deal. And again, we're just kind of pitching and flipping, and not much is happening right now. You got? Oh, he's got one.
Oh, he spit it.
Ah,
He missed.
gosh, son of a gun.
Son of a gun.
He had one on. Is that a pretty big one?
I don't think so. Wasn't bad though. I was out in the open.
Ooh. Well, this is the kind of place to catch them. And a point like this is really good.
On back.
Yeah, I'm going to throw right into the tall hyacinths. Shake it right through there, let it down. Jig it about 3 or 4 times. And this is actually only a 50-pound line. I don't have my 65 braid on this rod, but I sometimes do have 65-pound braid. And again, just kind of pitch it out. That's a 1 ounce tungsten weight. Didn't get him. Well, daggone it. Thought we were going to get one. Well, Steve, I don't know. It's maybe your turn. You could probably catch one. I'll take the camera and let you throw out there for a second. See if you can't get something going. So
That was pretty cool. If you're looking for a full-time cameraman, let me know.